of passion fruit and determination. Okay, maybe mostly passion fruit. I was up to my elbows in bubbling concoctions, my tiny apartment transformed into a lip gloss laboratory. My dream was brewing, literally. I, Poppy Primrose, was going to be the queen of lip gloss. My creations weren't just sticky goo in a tube. Oh no, these were potions of confidence, bottled joy, little tubes of you got this. And my secret weapon, the piece de resistance, was First Kiss Fizz. It was the color of a sunrise, tasted faintly of hope, and held the promise of a million possibilities. Sure, my life wasn't exactly glamorous. My biggest splurge was extra strength glue for my ever-breaking shoe collection. But every shimmery tube of lip gloss held the promise of a brighter future. A future where Poppy Primrose wasn't just me, but a brand synonymous with sparkle and success. The day of the local beauty fair had finally arrived. This wasn't just any event. It was my chance to share my creations with the world, or at least our small town. I'd envisioned a grand entrance, a dazzling display that screamed, "Poppy Primrose is here." Reality, however, had other plans. First, my makeshift banner decided to stage a rebellion, cascading onto the unsuspecting head of Mr. Henderson from the bakery. Then my carefully arranged lip gloss pyramid transformed into a slippery avalanche. "It's fine, everything's fine," I muttered, desperately trying to salvage the situation.
Need a hand with that?
A deep chuckle stopped me in my tracks. I turned, expecting to see a giggling teenager. But instead, my gaze met the most startlingly blue eyes I'd ever seen, set against the backdrop of a face that could only be described as unfairly handsome. He was the epitome of everything I wasn't. Polished, composed, and was that a tailored suit?
Julian, he introduced himself, an investor attending the fair.
An investor? In my little lip gloss empire? The thought was ludicrous, yet utterly thrilling. He helped me rebuild my display, his hands surprisingly deft despite the unfamiliar territory of glitter and tubes. I babbled about my passion, my dreams, my first kiss fizz that tasted faintly of hope, and maybe a little bit like mango. He listened patiently, a bemused smile playing on his lips.
You know, he said, examining a tube of my signature gloss, this First Kiss Fizz does have a certain charm.
My heart did a little flip. Was he flirting? Maybe the universe had finally decided to sprinkle some fairy dust my way. The fair was a whirlwind. Julian surprisingly stayed by my side, his initial amusement replaced by genuine interest. He even donned a First Kiss Fizz sticker, his blue eyes twinkling with mischief. I was smitten, and my heart did a happy dance every time he flashed that dazzling smile. But then came the twist. A frantic organizer rushed towards me.
Miss Primrose, there's been a robbery.
My stomach plummeted. All my hard work, my dreams, gone. But then came the real shocker.
The stolen item, a single tube of First Kiss Fizz.
Who steals a single tube of lip gloss? And why? The answer, as it turned out, was far more complicated than I could have ever imagined, throwing me into a hilarious, heart-stopping adventure, with Julian by my side, a stolen tube of First Kiss Fizz as our unlikely bond.